Heyo everybody, Haku here with more Chainsaw Man, my live reaction to it. We're starting off volume 4 this time with chapters 26, 27, and 28, and that's kind of a low number you think about, because, I don't know, it's kind of a low number, it's like low chapters per volume, but then again, manga volumes in Japan are like super cheap. I was looking to get some Killing Bites because there's no official English translation, and the volumes are only like $4 or $5. I'm like, wow, that is much better than the like 10 to 15 you have to pay for manga volumes here in America. But at the same time, shipping from Japan is like $25. So it's like, oh my god, not doing that. But yeah, weird aside, I'm really excited to get into things because Chainsaw Man's been great every time. Last time the art was great, story's always good. Sort of same old, same old. It just has a generally high standard. So yeah, last time, kind of leading into the time before as well, all the devil hunters started getting pulled up on. We don't know if like people like Arai or Kobeni died or whatever, and we had we had the person who has a contract with the snake devil. It would seem like similar to the way that Himakawa, I think is her name. Similar to how they and Aki's abilities work with making a contract. And yeah, Aki's sword, it's the curse devil, right? So we learned about that. Himakawa died, and it is sad. I thought the character was good, but at the same time, there were a lot of death flags from their relationship and flashbacks with Aki and everything. Plus, it's only 20-some chapters. I haven't had like a ton of time to, like, it's sad, but I haven't had enough time with them to be extremely sad. And again, I'm hoping I'm not getting their name incorrect here. But other than the snake person, there was a person who operates in a similar way to how Denji does, only sword devil, knife devil, blade devil. I don't know how specific they have to be here. So they were really cool as well. Again, I thought all of the art of that character in particular was really good looking. They're also related. I think they said the grandson of the guy from the first chapter, and I didn't recognize him in my last read through because I don't know, it's been a little bit since the first chapter, honestly, where I was like, I put the context together. I was like, from context, I think that's the guy from the first chapter, probably. But I didn't know for certain because it's not like I just had his face memorized. So I still got the idea of it, even though I didn't know 100% for sure until afterward. So yeah, either way, the last thing I'll say before we get into actually reading is that so that you don't have to sit around and wonder, hey, when's Chainsaw Man coming? When's Chainsaw Man coming? When's Chainsaw Man coming? So you don't have to worry about when. I'm going to try to do these weekly. I'm going to try to do videos every Friday. We'll have Chainsaw Man Fridays. And I'll do like 3 chapters. Unless the chapters are like super short, then I'll do more. Or if the chapters are super long, like if I read 2 chapters and they're both like weirdly, extremely long ones for some reason, I might have to cut it to just 2, but at least 3 probably will be the way we're doing things every Friday. So yeah, I guess look forward to that until we get caught up, and then once we're caught up, who knows if I'll keep it on Friday, if I'll move it to as soon as the chapter comes out, or what I'll do with it. But I did want to say that before we start reading. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to say, so let's go ahead and start. We got chapter 26. Like I said, the beginning of volume 4, I read the volume versions, so it's like I have all the stuff at the beginning here. So I'm going to just skim through it. I'm going to try to not spend too incredibly long on the stuff at the beginning of the volume, because I'm sure a lot of people probably don't care as much. That one little, I don't know what to call it, a frontispiece or whatever, of Makima is interesting. I mentioned not knowing if characters like Arai or Kobeni will be alright. Makima we already saw get shot, but again, though I have not been spoiled on the future of this series, at the same time, I feel like whenever I see Chainsaw Man stuff, because it is a super popular thing, I feel like I see Makima all the time. So for her to die that early like that feels weird. So I don't know how she's alive, but I'm assuming she's alive. Probably. So we have, yeah, Volume 4, The Gun is Mightier. We have a character thing. I'm going to just skim through it. I won't read the entire thing aloud, probably. Yeah, we see Makima. No It's interesting. Okay, I was going to say no surname for Makina, but we don't have one for Himeno. I was right. I was between Himiko and Himikawa. It's Himeno. I got the name incorrect. I just remembered it had Hime in it because princess. Um, then yeah, we have Makima. So Makima's still there. Aki Hayakawa, Himeno, Power. Dude, I freaking love Power so much. Like it's hard to not say Power Best Girl just because like Power is like my favorite character so far just because of the entertaining nature. But then again, if you would think of Power as a waifu, her hygiene is probably awful. She probably smells somewhere between cat piss and restaurant dumpster. Like it is probably not a good deal, or like hospital dumpster because of the blood. Um, so yeah, probably not great. Kobeni's probably a better choice even, but you know. So Hirokazu Arai and Kobeni Higashiyama. So they're putting surnames last. Samurai Sword is what they're calling this guy. Grandson of the Yakuza who drove Denji into a debt trap. Won't stay dead. And then Hoodie Girl. Working with Samurai Sword uses a powerful devil that looks like a snake. Alright. I will not be looking through that story recap. Alright. So we're starting with chapter 26. The gun is mightier. Oh? Oh, and the person with the hoodie is missing fingernails. That must be the thing they had to give up for the snake. This is Sawatari. We're engaged in combat with chainsaw on the third floor of the Nerima Nishidai building. Bring back up. So they have this whole like, I mean, again, if they're jumping all the devil hunters, it makes sense that they have like an organization, but like the amount that this is like plotted out and organized and gosh, I don't quite know the word I'm looking for here is, so I'll just say organized. The level to which it is organized is nutty. We see Aki messing with the blood stain in shock. And then we have a buzzing as Denji's fighting against the sword guy. And he knocks him through a wall. And we have this huge slash going down the building, cutting into Denji's arm. Oh, and two more people pull the guns. Do we shoot or do we shoot, sir? Aim for his arms or his heart. And nope, he just rushes him with a knee strike and a kick. So he's like not killing these random nobodies, even though he probably very easily could. Saving it just for the devils. They clash again. Ow, that really hurts. When did I get cut? And then it looks like he gets shot a few more times. Yeah, ouch. And drops an elbow on the guy. Hey, bad guy. This guy's your buddy, right? And he grabs the guy. And if he is, then what? If you move even 1 millimeter, Buddy Boy's face here is going to be mincemeat. You little piece of... And he... Oh man, this stance looks so cool. Yeah, that's right. On your knees. And, huh? He disappeared. Nothing personnel, kid. Jeez. And he gets completely bisected along with the guy he's holding as hostage. Bisected? Bifurcated? Bifurcated might be a better word for that. God, the art's so cool. Ugh. I'll carry him. You go get the car. And he just grabs him by the chainsaw handle on the top of the head. Hurry up. Though Chainsaw's friends should all be shot dead by now. And then, we have this splatting falling from him as he goes out of his sword form. Even devil hunters are only human. They can't win against guns. That's interesting. And also, I like them going with the logic of, oh yeah, super crazy anime fights, we should just shoot them. Like modern day settings, you kind of have to deal with that. And we see all of these characters dead, including Himeno's clothing and Makima, who again I still don't trust is actually dead. Alright. Sorry, I was just taking all that in, making sure I wasn't missing anything that seemed important. Okay, it looks like... is this the train again? Are we cutting back to that? Or maybe it was a plane. I thought they were on a train, though. They have guns. And then we have all these old people watching on. We're almost at the station. Move to another train car and blend in with the civilians. And Makima gets back up. What the... And we have the Kyoto then. Alright. I like the Kyoto stop at I'm not going to sit and try to read all that kanji. I know the first two. Blinking, unless that's just Eki, the third one. Actually, yeah, it is. So, Kyoto Station, is that how you say Kyoto? I don't remember. We have these two with like matching scars, but on the opposite sides of their face. That's really cool looking. We've received word that Special Divisions 1, 2, 3, and 4 were all ambushed with guns in Tokyo. What? For real? Makima's dead. So we waited here for nothing. That's interesting too. They're Special Division 4, right? So there are like at least 3 entire other divisions like them. And she gets off the train. Kurose, Tendo. We came under gunfire on the Shinkansen. There are bodies in there. Have them cleaned up. The luncheon is cancelled. There was gunfire in Tokyo, too. Miss Makima, that blood, were you shot? It's not mine. I wasn't hit. So she's lying to them. And they have huge holes in their bodies. What can she do? This is neat. I have no idea what sort of power this is. Alright, moving on. Oh, that's the end. And we have the little thingy. There's always a little pochta at the end. The pochta at the end of this one is bifurcated. That's funny. Okay, we'll move on now to chapter 27. That was a great chapter, though. Makima's really interesting. I don't know what her power is yet, but she can survive. So that means, I mean, it makes sense if she's like the leader of this division, of people who have contracts with devils and stuff. She did immediately bring Denji into this. So if she's somebody that's also like Denji and the katana slash knife slash blade guy, I guess they called him Sword. So I guess maybe he is just the Sword Devil. Or at least connected with the Sword Devil the same way Denji is with Pochta. Yeah. She might be like that. I don't know. It feels like if we introduce a bunch of people... Either A, if we introduce a bunch of people like that, it makes Denji less special. Or B, there are just a bunch of people like that, and that's just like the baseline. And we're just getting introduced to like the baseline of character powers. Like it's more normal for characters to have powers like that maybe than for people to have powers like what Aki does, which seems to be less efficient to me, because you got to give up a bit of your body every time you use the power. That just does not seem like a good deal whatsoever to me personally. But hey, that's just me. I would much rather be in like a sword guy slash Denji situation. But either way, gonna move on. We still got more to read. Let's go to chapter 27. Like, I want to take plenty of time to discuss each chapter, like, as we're reading it, as we're going through it. But at the same time, I don't want to get caught up, like, between chapters and just have, like, a 10-15 minute discussion between chapters when I could, like, save some of that towards the end. But either way, we're at chapter 27 now. Let's go ahead and read. Chapter 27 is From Kyoto. Should we go straight to Tokyo to assist? I doubt we'd make it in time, even if we left right now. The enemy's target is probably Denji. We'll deal with it right here. Kurose. Go borrow about 30 convicts serving life sentences or worse from the Ministry of Justice. Tendo, rent out a nearby shrine, one at the highest possible altitude. So are they doing some kind of sacrifice to a devil for power? Also, someone get me a change of clothes. He's heavy, and we have the one henchman carrying Denji to the van. Hurry. I won't be able to fight for a while now, you know? So damn heavy. I'll help you too. Alright already. Grab that side. Ugh, what am I supposed to hold? Good question. And we have Yakitori in the background. Bonbon something, Mise at the end, so some kind of shop. And then, come on, grab it. Hey, what the hell? Don't start freaking out, grab it. Listen, something feels wrong. Huh? What do you mean? And then, oh my god, they just got obliterated. That is a nutty page. That panel is crazy. They just got turned into a smear. No chalk outline even. Holy. And then Snake Girl pulls a radio. Team E, have Team C reconfirm Makima's death. This is Team E, this is Team E. We've been unable to make contact with Team C4, and he's getting accordioned. And he also... Is this a Gravity Devil situation? He gets... Because at first, like, the first guy you could say maybe he liquefied or he popped. But, like... No, this guy straight up got crushed, it looks like, because it came down, like, from the top of his head. I would be shitting myself. It would be over. I'd be like, okay, I give up, we lost. We have a crow flying over. That woman. And now we see the shrine. And she's making hand signs. We have all the fugitives blindfolded, as well as the two people that were with her. Why do we need blindfolds too? Makima reports directly to the Chief Cabinet Secretary. Ordinary devil hunters aren't authorized to know which devils she has contracts with. Interesting. Say, Shuzo Mishima. Shuzo Mishima. And then she's casting jutsu. Hey, put him in the van. Do you hear me? Mishima. And then it starts twisting. And he gets crushed as well. Yeah, again, if I'm these two, I give up. Whatever our cause is not worth it. Say, Takashi Inoue. Takashi Inoue? And then another... How do they know their names? Another dude gets absolutely just toothpasted. And then the guy beside him also does. And it's interesting, it's not affecting their clothing or their guns or anything, just the person themselves. And she's like... maybe like her smashing or rubbing her hands together is like the effect that's happening to their body. Like that could make sense. Like she's just smushing them. Hey, somebody help me. And this guy's taking a hostage here. And he just gets completely souped as well. It stopped. And then... Hey, you can remove those now. I finished what I can do from here. I'm returning to Tokyo. Nuts. Again. What a mystery. And they said devils. So there could just be multiple ones that she has a contract with. And see, her power works. Her power, it's like, you don't have to sacrifice a part of yourself. You can just sacrifice somebody else. So that works. It's almost like how... the Joker from... Okay, so Magical Girl Raising Project, I know a bunch of you don't read it, a bunch of you probably haven't seen my videos on it, but it's similar to Shufflin's ability, where the Shufflin Joker can restack the deck whenever they kill somebody. So it takes killing somebody else rather than sacrificing anything of yourself. So yeah, what an interesting ability. I think I was right on, like, I make jokes, of course, about her freaking Narutoing it up, throwing out hand signs. But I think what she was doing was, like, smushing her hands together, and, like, the way she twisted them, causing, like, the twisting pressure on the people. I think maybe that's, like, what was happening. What kind of devil can do that? No idea. I think Gravity Devil is maybe a good guess. But at the same time, Curse Devil is the sword needle pokey thing that Aki has. And Ghost Devil was just allowing you to mess with hands and stuff. So it might be kind of hard to tell. Not everything is quite as simple as chainsaw or gun. But yeah, either way, we'll go on to chapter 28 to finish this video out. And clicking on to 28, the first thing I see is, oh, oh, well, I might have got spoiled on one thing. The chapter wasn't completely loaded yet. The first thing I saw was a panel, a panel at the top of Kobeni. So Kobeni survives, but no, then more of the chapter loaded. Now I see chapter 28, Secrets and Lies, at the top. So spoiled that Kobeni is fine, but you know, that's good. That's not really a huge spoiler. Um, we're seeing the only two of them left. This ridiculous power, it's probably Makima's. Let's escape while we still can. Damn it, they didn't kill her? And now we have... Oh, she's rolling up on him. And we have a flashback. Yeah, and Arai gets shot in the neck. And they point the gun over to Kobeni. He takes the shot to the head to protect her. Man, Arai was like kind of bland design-wise, but he went out like an absolute beast. And now, you people are the shooters, right? Snake, tail. And see, we don't know what her devil is. I have seen, at least I'm pretty sure this is in reference to her, I have seen the sloppy toppy devil memes, but we don't actually know what it is, right? And we have the snake. The snake is so interesting design-wise. Again, like I mentioned last read through though, it doesn't really have any of the sort of things about a snake that typically make a snake scary. And it charges her. But she is able to jump up and run across it. What is she, a monkey? She's a beast. Holy shit, and she takes his arm off. And grabs the pistol in midair. How is she this cool? How is Kobeni this cool? She shoots him twice in the back. Like, holy hell. And then Snake Girl starts raising the gun, but she grabs Denji and uses him as a shield. Die inside the van. And she grabs the sword guy to drag him in there. Crazy. I was not expecting that. Sorry I tried to kill you before. How was she this cool? Hehehe. Sorry I tried to kill you. That's hilarious. And she starts breaking down laughing. Was somebody, like, possessing her body? I can't. It's like I'm high. Or does this have something to do with whatever devil she has? Does she allow it to possess her body to do cool things? This is insane. He shielded me. For me. Me. And she laughs again. I can't take it anymore. This job's gonna drive me crazy. When I see Miss Himeno, I'm telling her I quit. And then we see Tokyo Eki again. That looks like Tokyo. Yeah, that looks like Tokyo Eki, the kanji. I don't know what the kanji on the other one was. Or was the other one Kyoto? That's right. That's right. So yeah, it was Kyoto. I recognize the Kyo part at least. And we have Makima with the two from before. I love the matching scars. Really cool design. And we have this other dude with blood on him. Madoka, I'm glad you're alive. How much of the Special Division survived? Special Divisions 1, 2, 3, and 4 came under gunfire simultaneously. Aside from the non-humans, almost everyone died. Okay, so most of the humans died. A shooting specifically targeting the Special Division. The odds are the gun devil's involved. So now, this is an interesting turn of events, that most of the Special Divisions now aren't humans. So it's like non-humans hunting the devils. And that means a lot of the power is in the hands of the non-humans. I have a message from the higher-ups. Due to the personnel shortage, Special Divisions 1, 2, and 3 will merge with Special Division 4. From this point forward, they're placing Public Safety Devil Extermination Special Division 4 under your command. So, you know, a part of me, you know, it's maybe bad to think, okay, is Makima involved? But she is smiling in this next panel. And also, we know that she did get shot and she survives, which means she's got some kind of devil powers, or even is a devil herself. But most of the devils look kind of like weird and non-human. So I would assume, like, this could be something different. She could just have contracts. that allowed her to survive, or she could be one herself. But I think the most logical thing is to assume she's like Denji and the sword guy, because those guys can regenerate stuff too. But it like it seems bad. They legitimately seem like they were trying to kill her. So I don't know if she was in on the plan or if the plan just ended up benefiting her. But now all of these things, again, all she's in charge of like basically all of the special division stuff now, because of this. So she came out big. She was a big winner in all this. Plus, she suspiciously survives. So it just makes me think like I don't know if she had anything to do with it or if she just benefited from it happening. Also, this is for you. What is it? My resignation. You're quitting. The special division's gotten sinister. It's quit or be killed. I see. Answer one last question for me. How much of this had you anticipated? I'm not really at liberty to discuss public safety's internal affairs with civilians. Thank you for your service, Madoka. I'll pass this on. Man. Miss Makima, you know it's not like we're joining your special division, right? We're only here for training, you know? 1 week from now, we'll be on our way back to Kyoto. That's a shame. There are so many great restaurants in Tokyo. And that's where we end. And we just have top half of the body, Pochita. That was a good 3 chapters. Again, the biggest takeaway from these 3 chapters, actually 2 big takeaways. 1, Kobeni is suspiciously cool. 1, Kobeni's suspiciously cool. 2, Makima's suspicious as hell. So yeah, those are the 2 big things. Once again, the art's incredible, the character designs are great, so much of the story is told without words just from the art, and I think that's really, really insanely good. I like these 2 new guys, their abilities. Makima's stuff that she was doing is nutty, really cool. So yeah, I'm excited for the future, but I loved what we got this time around. And like I said, I will be very much endeavoring to have these every Friday for Chainsaw Man Fridays. And probably earlier in the day than this. This one's probably going to be really late because it's already after 7 p.m. I had a bunch of other stuff I had to do and I am running very late. But yeah, I'm going to go get this posted, so thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Chainsaw and much, much, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link. It's free and open for anyone. I'd love to talk to you all wherever. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can drop a super thanks down below. It would really, really help support the channel. Or if you want One Piece a few days early, for One Piece, I feel like I should probably say this since I just started doing it in like all of my videos when I talk about this, or at least related videos like manga. For One Piece, when the scans come out, I'm going to react and put it up for patrons and members, and then when the official translation comes out, I'll put out the video for everyone publicly. But also you get a shout out at the end of every video. So huge thank you to patrons and channel members. If you want to become one yourself, just hit join down below to become a member or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes. Either way, we have chosen regulars Evan Hawley, Magical Girls, FR Nono, Huarian, and Smeller Dog, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, and Slayer Candidate SG. Huge thank you to all of them for their support, and huge thank you to all of you for watching. Either way, that's it. Thank you again, and I'll see you all next time.